Welcome back to Your Hour. Joining us now is Hillary Zwetzig. She is the Director of Education and Outreach at Mental Health America, South Central Kansas. Gosh, that's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. Just my name is a mouthful, and you
Yes,
do
it
really
is.
well with that. So kudos to you. So I'd like to just kind of parlay off of your last guest and say that all that she was discussing as far as doing that improv, and it checks all the boxes for your mental health. You know, it's so important to get out of your own head.
Get out of your own way.
Get out of your own way. Creativity is great to boost your mental health. Doing something new, risk-taking, that is a boost in mental health. Interacting with other people, socializing, and just taking the time to be like, I'm going to do this. I don't care what other people think, because a lot of times, you know, as we were talking about during the commercial break, that we get so caught up in what other people think, and like
it holds us back. Yeah.
And you were talking about how some people need a script and they feel like they just need, because they don't know what they say. And improv is great because you can say whatever.
There's no such thing as a script.
There's no script, and you can say whatever, and it's just that interaction. And it's great we've talked so many times about how important active listening is to mental health and to relationships, and relationships are the key to good mental health. So it will. I love that.
It kind of runs the gamut.
It does.
Yeah.
So I recommend that 100%. It is a great activity. And also, before I came in, I just read a study that came out that was such a, oh, well, that seems so logical, but I think we forget that with mental health, the key to true happiness doesn't necessarily come from, you know, having good health or a fantastic income or these fabulous relationships, or it comes from being present. And that's kind of one of those things you think, my grandma probably at some point way back in the day told me, you know, just be happy where you're at. And it's that kind of thought where, you know, our life has lots of moments, but very few exciting, significant wow moments. We're all present in those wow moments, you know, but we're not. The study came out, it's like 48% of the time we are not present in just the day-to-day moments. So being able to be present in that moment and think about what is happening and putting a positive thought on what is occurring makes a person much happier. There's a whole bunch of science stuff that I could spout, but I'm not going to. But basic thing is be present all the time.
Yeah.
You know, don't just kind of cruise your way through things. Because, like I always tell my husband, because he's real big on, it's, you know, it's almost Friday, and then it's the weekend. And finally I told him, I said, honey, you know, if you're always looking at, the weekend, you just missed 5 other days.
Yeah.
So, they're not as exciting usually as the weekend is, but enjoy them.
Yeah.
So enjoy each moment kind of thing.
Sometimes it's kind of nice to enjoy your downtime a little bit.
Right, exactly. So, May is Mental Health Month in the corner. It will be May 1st is Friday. And so we have several different initiatives, but a big one I wanted to talk about today is the Partner With Us. And that is where we give businesses, individuals, organizations, churches, whoever, an opportunity to acknowledge that May is Mental Health Month and do something to help the people in their purview to recognize mental health and to focus on their own. We talk about how important it is to focus on your own mental health. So several different things you could do. Like my whole neighborhood, I've gotten them now to turn all our lights on the outside green. So if you drive through my neighborhood, you'll see on May 1st through the end of the month, all those house lights are green.
Nice.
Just so that, and it's kind of funny because it gave me an opportunity to talk to some of my neighbors about, they all know I'm in mental health, but some of them run from me when I come talk to them. They really do. I mean, you know, it is a thing. But it was a very easy way to be like, hey, now here's a way you can think about. So each time you pull in and you see those green lights, ask yourself, how are you doing? How are you truly doing? How is your mental health today? Several businesses will pick a day in the month, like on the third Tuesday, and they'll all wear green or wear some sort of green.
Yeah.
We have one school that does every single, I think it's Monday, the kids get to wear green, and they're having some competitions, and whoever's got the best green or the most, I don't know, creative green. I need to check in to see exactly what they're doing. There is an organization that is having a bake sale, and they are going to do all green themed baked goods, which I'm like, okay. So there's going to be a lot of green food coloring.
A lot of people are going to be throwing a lot of things away.
There's a lot of green in there. But they're raising money, and the funds will go to MHA, which is fabulous. Last year we had one place do, it was an early childhood center, and they did a green themed scavenger hunt for the kids outside.
Okay.
So, they gave them pictures of like a green leaf and a green stick and all these fine, and so that was super fun. And then they talked to them about their mental health, which is such a novel idea.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Normalize those conversations.
Right. Because, we all experience varying degrees of mental health. Mental health is a condition you always have. It's just sometimes it's better than others.
We hope it's always really good.
Yeah.
But that's not always the case.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's not as good. And, it is on that continuum. So there are days that you can wake up and feel a little depressed or feel a little anxious, or if that occurs for long stretches of time where it affects your productivity, your ability to perform the way you normally do, that's when you need to get it checked out.
Right. And I think increasingly it's becoming less of a stigma for people to seek out help for their mental health.
Thankfully.
And it needs to be even easier than that, but it's getting better. And
It is.
And I think that why suffer through something that can be treated? And it might not be drugs that it's treated with. It might be lifestyle changes or behavioral changes. It doesn't have to be drugs. In fact, I'd usually prefer if it isn't drugs.
Me as well.
Yeah.
As well. Medication has its place, but there's a lot of ways that we can deal with, especially depression and anxiety, which are number 1 and number 2 right now in the society in the United States. So those can be dealt with effectively with diet changes, with physical activity. So it doesn't have to be drugs.
Yeah.
But if you do need help, seek it out.
Yeah, get it.
Mental Health America, we're at 555 North Woodlawn, 685-1821, is that phone number? Home care, this is